I'm Niche,
And I'm Kim.
and this is Big Brother Two Sisters.
Now we gotta see.
Now we got a show.
Here we go. Let's go, big brother.
So
Let's go.
where we catching up on the eviction episode, right?
Uh-huh.
What did
Uh-huh.
you think about Kenny playing for DeVito when he said he wanted to leave? He been saying he wanted to leave all week.
I kind of felt good in that moment because I'm like, come on, Kenny, come alive. Because they not letting you go. So yeah, mine will start playing. What we know is history has shown us people who want to go home never get to go home. So I was like, okay, it seemed like he's getting his little he's accepting that he's staying.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I liked it.
he wins the veto, and what happens? He gets taken off? Who does she put up?
She
Tucker.
put up, yeah, yeah.
What do you think about her overall HOH, Chelsea?
I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I do. It does make the way they got it set up. You do have to put more blood on your hands, but I feel like she didn't have like a clear target.
Mm-hmm.
She was kind of a little bit all over the map, and I think she wanted to do what the house wanted to do, but the problem is the house wanted to do all kind of different things.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had an agenda this week.
I miss old Big Brother where we didn't do what the house wanted to do. We did.
Yeah. Well, we got because
game.
when you get an HOH, you have to understand you may never see another one. Mm-hmm. It's like a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Unless you the Kansas City Chiefs. But you may never see another one.
Right.
And so you gotta make it count.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I feel like she wanted at the beginning. She wanted Angela gone, and then she kind of went with Lisa. And I feel like the whole house wanted Lisa for social reasons. And people got to remember, this is a social game. They always think about competitions, and this is not a competition game. It's how do you make me feel in your space, in your area? Do I like?
Yeah. I don't, but I do not like how Angela is behaving and calling her a twit. Like, I'm sorry, as someone who is a woman of a particular age. I'm not in their age range, but I'm old enough where you just gotta know better. Like calling people names, what she did with old boy last week, Crazy Eyes. Like, it's out of order.
Yeah.
It's not there is nothing that should lead you to call people names.
And as a teacher, the teacher in me, I'm like, why is everybody in the house bystanders? Like, we teach students not to be a bystander. Right. And when you see something happening, you need to say something. And they all are crickets. Like, they just let her verbally abuse someone all the time, and then nobody says anything. But I think it's because she literally says out loud what they say behind closed doors, because they all talk so bad about Lisa. They all do. All the other people, they talk so bad about her. And Angela just said what they thought. And so I think, too, that's why nobody said anything, because they all were over Lisa. When she did that little walk unprovoked, did copy Lisa's walk, that was...
Yeah.
Angela is good TV. She's good TV.
She's good TV. She's good TV. Girl, when Tikor confronted her, that whole part had me.
Tikor should have added a child in there, and it should have been like, child.
Yeah. And I'm glad Tikor walked away, because what we're not gonna do is sit here while you did something wrong.
Yeah.
And you want me to be consoling you. We're not gonna do that. You said what you said. Stand on business.
Mm-hmm. And Rubina actually recently just said the same thing. Mm-hmm. But it hasn't gone as viral yet on the internet. But she said, she was like, yeah, I can understand why they're trying to work together. That's what Rubina said.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we get back to Chelsea. So she nominated them. Kenny takes himself off. Then Tucker, with his cocky self,
He volunteered. You know how nice it has to feel to be like, you know what? Put me up.
Yeah.
Never will you catch me being a good Samaritan in the Big Brother house. Don't even look over here. I can't help.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Yeah, he volunteers to go up, and that's
It
how
pan
bad he wanted Lisa out. He
Man, he wanted her out bad.
wanted her out. And when he was like, I study psychology and I know body language and I know,
Mhm.
and all the while you were wrong.
All the while. And it's gonna come out and you're gonna feel like an idiot.
Yeah.
But this panned out for him. He rolled the dice and it panned out for him.
Yeah.
So mhm.
And I'm like, do they not understand in the AI competition, Lisa and Angela, that this is a competition? They were going so slow trying to put that puzzle together. They were moving so slow.
I think sometimes puzzles gonna get me every time. And you moving slow because your brain moving slow.
You got to move fast.
you
You got to move fast.
you can move fast, but you ain't putting that puzzle together.
Yeah, I'm like, they are going so
They
slow.
they had to think. They had to think.
Oh my God. And then, so then everybody but Kenny votes to evict her, and she and Angela are shocked because they just
Fine.
knew that Angela was leaving.
That was a good old Big Brother blind slide.
It was a good
Blind
blind spot.
side.
It
Yeah,
was.
we don't get those often.
Mm-mm.
I was even a little blindsided because I thought surely they can't stand Lisa, but Angela's just been unbearable.
But her little outburst and Lisa's glitter rampage was too much.
Mm. Yeah,
They didn't
yeah,
like they didn't like what she cooked.
yeah. They said she can't cook.
Yeah,
Oh no.
so Tucker was like, I bet money. He said something like, I bet money that you're really not a chef. Like you just came in here lying to us. He's like, you came in here lying to us. Like you're not, there's no way you're a chef.
Oh my goodness.
So I think even though Angela has her outbursts, Lisa's social game was just so much.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Even when she was crying in the room, it seemed like they didn't even want to comfort her. I'm like, can somebody get her, please?
I know. And then someone on Twitter was like, "Oh, is all that for being called a twit?" And I'm like, "No, I'm like, have you never been to the point where you're so angry and so upset that you just
You
cry?
about to snap. Yeah, you
Yeah,
about to snap.
just gotta like let that out as tears instead of a
Yeah.
slap or a punch. Like you just that angry.
Yeah. Everybody ain't Angela. Everybody ain't about to just say and go off and do a public, you know.
Yeah.
And that was her way of regulating herself
Mm-hmm.
because before she went on a rant.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta give me a minute. My iPad is it's trying to
Oh
die.
no.
So don't worry about me. I'm just trying to get it together.
Gotcha. So yeah, Tucker does all that. He uh, manages to pull a win, and they all get Lisa up out of there. Which uh,
I don't know if that was a good decision. As a house, I think that was dumb.
I really think they feel like they can just run over Angela.
Yeah.
And
I feel like
allies.
Yep. Well, Angela is a traditional, what we call in the Big Brother world. She's a shield. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And we know if we keep her in the house, every HOH, she's going to be a possibility. And that makes me less of a possibility. So why do we need to get her out so soon? We got other people who are annoying and stuff, and she can be a good old shield for me.
Yeah, she's a shield. She's an easy target to just keep eating on, putting up on there. So I guess we can go to our next segment called "The Feeds Are Talking."
What's the feeds talking about? What are the feeds talking about?
All right. So if you don't like spoilers, this is not the segment for you.
Uh-oh. I can't get off. I don't even know if I want to know. Okay, here we go.
But if you like spoilers, stay on. Okay, so the first spoiler is we know who won HOH. Who do you think won HOH, or who would you want to win HOH?
I would want Quinn to win.
Why Quinn?
I like Quinn.
But
He's my favorite.
you think it's a good time for him to have power though? You got to be strategic of when you win HOH too.
True. Who needs it right now? Who needs it right now? Shoot, Angela needs it.
Angela needs it.
But is it a male?
Yeah.
First male winner, because it's been girls.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cam.
No, and I'm glad it wasn't Cam because I'm on the fence about Cam. He's a little teeter-tottery.
He's a little teeter-tottery, and he's given. He doesn't have main character energy. Let me just say that. He looks like a main character,
but he's not.
But he's not. He's
so flat, and I'm just really mad at the casting because they're like it's a decent season. They're giving us some entertainment. Really, Angela is giving us the entertainment.
She's giving us a lot. So we got
some more people to come with her for this season. Like who are you talking to? Type of
like Takor did a good job in a way that was
respectful,
but she gave it to her. Yeah.
So the winner is Cedric.
Girl, who's Cedric? Shit. Oh no. Wait a minute. Did the AI send somebody in? Oh Lord.
You still don't know nobody's names.
I know Kenny, I know Cam, I know Quinn.
Cedric is the Marine who's not pretending he's not a Marine.
Oh, okay. I know Cedric. I didn't know his name was Cedric. Okay.
Right, because it don't fit him. He don't look like a
Cedric. It doesn't. He does not look like no Cedric.
He looks more like a Cam.
He does, but okay. Yeah.
So, Cedric wins, and after winning, he has a conversation with Kenny. He's like, "Hey, how you feeling, Kenny?" And Kenny, you know what Kenny said? Guess what? Kenny said? Just guess.
I want to go home.
He said, "I want to go home."
How I know? See, come on now, Kenny. I thought you was getting into it.
No, Kenny said, "I want to go home."
Dang, Kenny, you ain't going home.
It kind of had a little heart to heart. He talked about like his food truck, and Cedric was like, "Let's be for real. That's not your job. Like, he was basically like, just give it to me straight. Like, you're not even if you have a food truck, like you're not just doing the food truck. Like, what is going on?" And so Kenny was like, "Yeah, I'm a police officer."
Cedric said he was.
Cedric said, "And I'm a Marine." And so they kind of had like a little bonding moment over that, which was really
cool. Okay.
So then they kind of met with Tucker, and they kind of made a little final three. So Cedric, Tucker, and Kenny.
How'd Tucker get in there?
Because I think Tucker and Kenny kind of have like a little bond.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And so yeah, the three of them were talking. They were kind of like, okay, the three of us can kind of, which I don't know if I really like that three, but I think it's good for Cedric. But I love Cedric and Chelsea's relationship. So, but I don't think Cedric and Chelsea have made a final two. They really are like brother and sister in there. They're like really close, and he tells her everything that he's gonna do before he does it. And same with her when she was HOH. The two of them are really close. Now the Leah train. How do you feel about Miss Leah?
I'm trying to picture her. Hold on.
Oh.
Girl, I'm thinking about Love Island. Hold on. Leah is the one
who says she's the chubby chaser.
Okay. Leah.
You still don't know.
No, I know which one she is. I don't think much about her, to be honest. She don't really.
So they in the house, it's not that they don't like her. It's not that they don't like her personality. They don't like the way she's moving. So her and Mackenzie, are super close. And they would have put her and Mackenzie up on the block last week and this week, but they know that Mackenzie has that veto power.
Which
So
they shouldn't know, but they do know.
yeah. So they don't want to mess with that. They don't like that Leah, she's literally flirted with every single man in that house. Quinn, Cam, Tucker, the three available.
Why is that an issue?
Because, well, she told somebody today that she wants to be HOH. They all say they're touch deprived. And Chelsea went on this whole rant about how she's like, we've been in this house for like 2 weeks. Like, y'all need to calm down.
Yeah, everybody calm down.
But it's because they're mad about it because she's playing them. Like, this is what they're saying. That she's flirting with all the men just to see which one will kind of bite to protect her, but then she's trying to be like really cool with the girls and try to pretend like she wants an alliance with the girls, but she's really with the man. And I guess she really likes Tucker, but Tucker likes Rubina.
Really?
Yeah. And so now she's back to flirting with Cam. But
well,
Cam
he's
told
not
her
interesting at all.
Who, Cam?
Mm-hmm.
So Cam is in love with Leah.
Okay, I know I'm saying he's not interesting. I don't think he's interesting for her.
No, she doesn't want Cam, but she's gonna toy with Cam, and they see that, and it's making them mad, and so they keep going to Cam, and being like, "Bro, she don't like you. Like, she literally don't." But he's not. It's like one ear and out the other. He's not. But Rubina also kind of flirts with Cedric, so it's just a lot going on. But Leah said like when she wants to win HOH because she's trying to get it in. Like that's why she wants to win HOH.
Ew.
Yeah. So she
know there's cameras in the HOH room, right?
The house, I don't know. They're being a little bit of a hot mess right now.
Because my thing is, you're gonna have more access if you try to do something while you're HOH, because they really watching the HOH room. That's where the action happens.
Yeah.
So I don't understand her thinking about. Maybe she don't understand how the HOH room work.
I don't know. Well, I guess she feel like it's privacy away from the other house guests.
That's what Taylor and what was his name? We seen the whole thing.
She don't care if we see. She just don't want the house guests to see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good for us.
The train of they want to put her up this week, but they know Mackenzie has the power. All right. So while we're in, the segment of the feeds are talking, we do know who he put up. Do you want to know, or should we leave that for another day? Do you want to?
No, we want to know.
Okay. So he's nominated. Guess who he's nominated. Do you think he's gonna play it safe, or you think he's gonna go for the big guns?
Oh, they've been playing it safe for a few weeks. I think it's time to really start playing Big Brother. So I don't think he played it safe. Angela would have been safe. So I don't think he did Angela. I'm trying to think who's the opposite side of the house.
The opposite side would be Leah, Mackenzie, and
he might try to get that. He might have put up Mackenzie because he might be trying to get that power out of her. They might try to get that power out of her. You're gonna have to use it, boo.
You're gonna have to use it. And you gotta use it on either yourself or your friend.
Yep.
Would be a good move. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he nominated Angela, Kenny, and Tucker.
What's Tucker just a pawn? Who are they gonna let Kenny go home or not?
No, they want Angela to go.
So they just gonna go ahead.
Remember, Cedric's in an alliance with Kenny and Tucker.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right.
Yeah.
So he just
like, should I go down there and act really angry when you nominate me? And he was like, I mean, if you want, like.
But what they don't realize, what's the opposite of a pawn? Because a pawn is when you up there, and you think you're helping your team, but you go home. Kenny is like the opposite of a palm because he's trying to act like he's trying to support the team, but he really trying to go
He really
home.
want to go home. He really like y'all.
He's still playing in their face.
And I'm wondering, we both didn't figure out yet who was that season that kept saying, "I want to go home."
We got to look into it, but I'll tell you what, they did not go home. I remember that. Sari at the end. Sari at the end, but that's not who I'm thinking of. But Sari did do that at the end.
Somebody, yeah.
She was all done with Big Brother.
So, I forgot to say that part when Lisa left the house, she literally did not want to look like didn't want to hug anybody.
It was so awkward.
I'm like, my favorite exit of all time is Michael Bruner when he's like, I have one thing to say.
Finish it.
She should have did that. Like,
yeah. Don't touch me.
Don't touch
me. Don't touch me. We're not going to do that. I don't have to hug y'all. I don't have to. Y'all can keep it. Let me get my stuff. Back up. Move.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, you ain't got nothing to lose. Get out of my way. Hurry up.
We're not friends. We're not friends. We're not family. Like,
I could not, if I was mad like that, I could not sit up there and let 15, 14 people hug on me. Get off of me.
Get off of me. Like, y'all just ended my whole Big Brother experience. And let's talk about Angela's speech.
Oh my God. It's time for Angela to go. I think Cedric's doing the right thing. I feel like they knew they wanted them both gone. And it's just unfinished business. It's unfinished business. They did Lisa
the game
first.
kind of maybe get going because really they're all with this kumbaya. Yeah. Really, it's really kumbaya with the rest of them. They're really not that big of a
because they got a common threat.
Yeah.
But once you take away that common threat,
once you get Angela out, then they're really gonna have to come for each other because they're really not.
And I think it's time. I mean, I would love her to stay longer, but she's distracting. Let's get her out the way. Let's really get to this game.
Let's really get the game going. All right, and for our final segment, we have the ultimate housemaid.
Okay.
All right, so who do you think right now is the ultimate housemaid playing the best game?
I would say Tucker. Tucker been in that kitchen.
You change every week.
Because every week somebody's rising to the occasion.
I want you to ride for one person. You ain't right.
I can't ride for Quinn because he was doing a lot this week. So he's on the back burner. He will return.
Okay.
But for this week, no.
Okay.
Tucker was in the kitchen cooking. Tucker got out his target. That really wasn't the house target. I think he made the house turn on Lisa. He wanted Lisa, and he somehow got everybody. Now, I'm not saying everybody wasn't irritated by Lisa, but I think the house was going towards Angela. He single-handedly, I think, switched it to Lisa.
He did.
So he really showed this week his influence that he has. He decided he wanted Lisa gone. He decided he was going to do something about it. Put me up.
Well, he made himself a target though because Takor and Kimu had a conversation where after all that happened, they had a conversation. They were like, Tucker is a threat and we need to get him out.
Okay.
So him keep volunteering himself, and they talked about how fast he played in that veto and how he won. They were like, okay, Tucker is, he pretty good.
Yeah.
So him volunteering himself again is another little.
But do they know he volunteered himself? They should have kept that in their alliance.
Oh, no. Like, they don't know that Tucker volunteered right now. But I'm saying him being on the block is being a little cocky because, you were on the block for AI, but now you're on the block during the week when people can start having conversations like, oh, you're another man. You're athletic.
Yeah.
It's time to get you out now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? He's getting a little bit cocky. Like, they got Matt out of there. They'll get you out.
So he's getting cocky, but he's putting his money where his mouth is this week.
Yeah, I feel like Tucker is getting a little bit too big for his britches. I feel like he need to bring it down a little bit.
But for this week, I'm gonna give him his kudos.
Okay, that's
because he not only did he say put me up, he finished the deal. And
Okay.
he got his target out. And it takes a lot to do that all on your own. And I really believe he is the reason that they switched to Lisa.
Okay. I would say right now for me, my ultimate house guest, housemate is Chelsea. Because I feel like she really didn't get any blood on her hands for her HOH. She came out, everybody loved her.
Mm-hmm.
She played the game really well. Like there was this scene in the feeds where like people feel like they can trust her when they go up to the room
Mm-hmm.
and they have conversations like they can trust her. But she had this cereal she wanted and Leah walked out with it and was gonna take it downstairs for her. And then Kim was like, "Oh, is that them cinnamon toast crunch? Like I wanted that." And Angela was like, "Yeah, that's." I mean, Chelsea was like, "Yeah, that's what it is." And she literally had this whole spiral moment because he asked for him and she was like, "Yeah, you can have them." And then when she shut the door and went back in her room, she was so mad. She was like, "He is the most selfish person in this house." She just talks about. She went off on a rant about all these selfish things that he does.
Who, Cam?
Yeah, Kim,
Mm-hmm.
but he'll never know that she felt that way.
Yeah.
He plays really well, you know? She's like, "No,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go eat these other cereal." She was like, "But I really wanted those." And he really is very selfish in how he's moving. So I think like, and she clocks people really well.
Mm-hmm.
When Lisa was lying to her,
Mm-hmm.
remember that part of the episode?
Mm-hmm.
Talking and she was like, and then she went back to the diary. She's like, "Yeah, she was lying."
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
she has a good read on people, and I think she didn't get any blood on her hands, which is hard to do as a HOH. Like to come out
Okay.
and nobody's like,
I can see that. Now I will say the cookout has made it very hard for Black people who are playing this game because it was already hard before. Let's not get it twisted, but they're putting the house is becoming more diverse. CBS made that promise and they've stuck to it.
yeah.
They've been making sure the house is diverse, but you can't even sit down and have a conversation.
Well, and that's people being ignorant though,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
for 25 seasons, y'all been able to sit down and have conversations.
White people can sit down and have conversations anywhere, and that's the thing. If she sat on a hammock and was talking to three other white people, nobody that would be like, and that's the
And
ones.
that's the group. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
would take more than that for me to
And
think
oh, it blows my mind because what made the cookout is that they were never
they
together.
could never be
They
in the same.
never were seen together. And I don't think people realize that part. The cookout, you never saw them all together. So that's how you like for them all to be sitting together in an alliance and they're all side for everybody to see, that's stupid. They would never do that. So
Yeah, but it's sad because they should be able to sit outside and have casual conversation. Yes, they were talking game, but what if they weren't? What if it's just four Black people saying, "Hey, we're
and
sharing
shooting
this
the shot.
experience"? That I mean, it's sad that the cookout and it's crazy. They could not be in the same. None of them were in the same room at the same time. They literally probably. I don't want to say didn't know each other, but they didn't.
And the house guests during that time said they thought that all of them didn't like each other.
Yep,
And then remember they would have fights with each other. When they would
they
talk,
would.
it would be a fight. And I'm like, they just played the game so well. Like
I know.
it's
Oh
just
my
it's
god.
never gonna happen again. And stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
it's
Like
not gonna happen.
stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not gonna happen again. Black people of color can be seen together, and it doesn't mean they're in an alliance. Like simmer down.
And even if they are, mind your business.
And even if they are, y'all in y'all alliance with all y'all peoples.
Yeah, y'all got a whole line, this, that, another. Mind your business. Ain't nobody talking about, and those the ones when y'all get on the hammock.
Hmm. And I think I like the little Pentagon alliance. Um,
Me too. I like
I
that
just
one.
feel like I just feel like what I would take from the cookout is like we can establish an alliance, but let's not ever meet up together again.
Yeah, let's scatter out and let's get our person. Everybody got to get a hold of somebody on the other side of the house and make them your friend. The cookout committed to that, and that was, I know that had to be hard. They all had to find a person and commit to that person. This is my person.
And then they had to vote that person out.
Yeah.
And
At
then,
the
but also what else made them brilliant is they always was the person in the cookout with their person on the block. I just want to rewatch that season because
That was crazy.
you just can't. That's like the best season of Big Brother ever. We're never gonna get anything that good ever.
That strategy was just
Genius.
chef's kiss.
And the Pentagon could do that, but they're not thinking.
They're not thinking. Make the alliance. Everybody come up with the person who's going to be their buddy, and you do that buddy system. You make that buddy feel like it's me and you to the end, and then you build loyalty there.
And whenever I have to nominate somebody, I'm always going to nominate you and your buddy.
Yeah,
we always got the numbers.
And the thing is, when you nominate me and my buddy, and this is why the last few weeks of Big Brother was so hard to watch that season, because you had to watch them have these conversations. That also kept their cover story together.
Yeah.
Because if I'm up there with you,
and they're like, I don't want to campaign against it. I don't want to campaign against Tiffany.
Yeah.
Tiffany don't need a campaign against you.
Yeah, Tiffany ain't gonna. Okay, I will not. Yeah. But it kept them in the dark more because they're thinking in their head.
Like, how is Tiffany always? How are these people always? They couldn't figure it out. They could never.
And it's like, I'm up here with my final two. That's what they're thinking. Like, this sucks. We didn't make it. Like, I'm up here with my final two. And really, no, you're not, boo.
You're just never gonna get anything that great again. I just really.
It was such a good season, man.
Such a good season. I really want to go back and rewatch it because it was just that good.
It was that good. It was that good. And I just might. I got time. But no, this season is warming up. I'm really starting to get into it. And it does every year. I mean, there are some years that are not as good as others, but I really feel like this is going to be a decent year.
And what they need to do is they need to tell people, when we give you these powers or these power-ups or whatever they want to call them this year, I forgot what they call them. But if you tell anybody, you lose it.
Yeah, shut up.
They're taking the fun out of having the power.
Yeah. And if you think telling the HOH that you got a power is going to build trust, I know you ain't watched Big Brother before. That's how I know you don't know how to play this game. No, it makes you a target. It doesn't build trust.
Yeah.
But I think some people think if I tell the HOH I got this power, they won't waste their time on me. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
Why would you waste your time on me? You know I have this power. Don't even do it.
I feel like it makes the game more fun if people don't know. But they just do too much talking. So yeah. I feel like this episode, guys, we've revealed a lot. We've had a lot of tea. I mean, we've done told you who won HOH, who they nominated. I feel like that's Sunday's episode and Wednesday's episode, right? So, do we want to come back Sunday, or when do we want to come back to the people with more tea?
Ooh. Maybe Sunday might be too soon.
Okay, let's come back Wednesday with more tea.
Wednesday
with some more tea, more scoop. Because by Wednesday we'll know who won the veto.
Yeah, let's get somebody winning before
we can give you a little exclusive on Wednesday who won the veto. And have an exclusive.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe.